Hello everyone, I'm Tessellating Hexagons. I still have my most marvellous guest with me. I'm still in the Fire Temple, and in the last episode I shot this thing in the face and it gave me 20 rupees. I think that's a metaphor for life or something. Hello.
Don't do that in India. Everywhere else clearly is fine, but just not in India.
That's delightfully specific. So, yes, once again, joined by Simon from Higher Plane Games. He has a website, you know. It's a place where stuff happens and it is good.
I'll take that.
In fact, technically you've got like 2 or 3 websites at this point, because Higher Plane Games is one of them, and then there's the music, and there's something to do with disaster movies, I think.
Yes. So, so you've got the YouTube channel, which has now spawned highplanegames.com, which is very slowly getting off the ground at the moment. Highplanemusic.com, I've been running since about 2007, 2008, supporting indie artists and weird shit, along with computer game soundtracks. That might be what people are vaguely interested in. And then I collect disaster movies in a spare time and run ilovedisastermovies.com, because when you've had a really shit day, apart from going home and then killing everyone in a dungeon, it's quite nice to stick on a disaster movie and watch everyone get killed. And just go, at least my day is not that bad.
Very much a valuable and worthwhile plug, and also while I was doing that I just solved a really obscure puzzle. Not totally not to downplay your experience or anything, but there's this switch hidden inside a box that you can't break from the outside. You just have to know that it's there and do a spin attack and hope that it hits.
Looks like a crystal.
Yeah, there's... Oh wow, that's useful, just giving a restock of items I already have. But yes, they come in several flavours. There's...
Frutella.
There's that one. There's a red and blue one. I think we saw one of those in the Forest Temple as well. Well, even Simon won't have done, because that was a while ago. Can I hit this switch from down here? Because I sorely suspect that there may be a thing that I should have gone to get before I did this recording session that I didn't go to get because I didn't think I'd need it yet. And apparently Din's Fire does not work on crystal switches. Does the bow work? Because, I mean, it's an N64 game, so that wall is probably a solid object, but no, it's not. I can shoot through it, and that's good.
Wow. And
I don't need the thing, because I got the hookshot and there's wood up there. Yes, I can grab hold of that wood quite firmly. No?
I'm noting that down in my book of Tess Hex quotes he'd rather forget.
The best kind. I'm sure I've used that punchline already, but it applies, goddammit. Now, where the fuck do I have to take this? Here we go. Blue switch, only active. You'd have to keep holding it down, so I brought a box. I offer unto you a wooden box, not a cardboard box.
Upgrade.
That's the point. I needed this red tunic in order to not die, because this temple's inside an active volcano. And as it is, as TV Tropes calls it, convection schmonvection, because, you know, it's only the lava that's actually hot, it's not the air around it or anything. So, we've got a fireproof tunic, I suppose that's fair enough. We have a bag for containing bombs that's fireproof on the outside, which I suppose is a clever bit of design. But how are these wooden chests and wooden crates and shit not burning up? This does kind of remind me of a dream that I had some time ago. I don't remember exactly when it was. I mean, it won't have been last night, because last night I had a dream about the magic school bus flying up my nose.
Amazing. This needs to be explained.
I don't even remember what the story behind it was. It's just I remember at some point they flew up inside my right nostril, and that was... I remember distinctly trying not to, like, sneeze or chew or anything, because I could be responsible for the death of, like, some crazy woman and a school full of kids.
Death by nostril.
Again, that sounds like something that you'd pay for a prostitute to do to you in the Netherlands. Which, in itself, the Netherlands sounds like some sort of gentle area. Or maybe that's just me. It's a very ominous name for a country, though. Netherlands. Various demon noises.
I have 2 Dutch friends, and they call themselves the Dutch Dongs, so this is only adding to the mystique that is the Netherlands.
Sounds delightful. Nothing quite like some double Dutch dong action. Not that I'd know, of course. Do I even have to come down here because I see a lot of wood in my immediate future. Is there anything of value in here? There's some sort of...
Lots of wood.
Some sort of chest. And, of course, something rusty that needs pounding in the near vicinity of a delightful-looking chest. But I'm going to reach out and grab.
That's a position you'd have to struggle to get into, surely. Right, raise the bar, Simon, raise the bar. So is there... One thing I can't tell, because a lot of it looks quite similar graphic-wise. Are you having to backtrack and go forward, around and across the same parts again and again?
Not repeatedly, although a general recurring idea with some of the Zelda dungeons is for there to be something of a hub room that's just... It's nothing more than a room you'll come back to a couple of times just because... It feels like... I suppose this dungeon in particular is a little bit linear, but not so much that it feels like you're just following a set path with no real... There was a door down there the entire fucking time and I missed it. It's more linear than the Forest Temple, but it's not so crazy linear that it feels like patronizing or whatever. So there are some rooms that you come back to every now and then, but it's not like, oh, okay, I've done this bit, now I'm gonna come back here, and I have to go all the way out to this far region of the temple and then come all the way back again. It's nothing stupid like that. I suppose there are some levels in some Zelda games that have been criticized for various reasons. I can't think of one off the top of my head that's too backtrack intensive, though. Although, the side quests in the game are another story entirely. And this is the other side of that door that I didn't notice, and we needed to come at it from this side anyway. Teehee. Because there's a blue switch, we'd have something to hold it down, but there's nothing to hold it down with unless you're outside of the room, and all it gives us is fire.
Fire.
I do wonder how many songs are there out there that are called Fire? Because I was listening to one earlier today from Hungary's national selection from last year's Eurovision, of all things.
I love that is just so very Tessex.
Well, I've had Hexia moments. There was.
Sounds like a disease. I'm really sorry. You've got a really nasty case of Hexia. Oh, is there a cream?
And I just remembered that this puzzle, much like the well puzzle in the Forest Temple, I would have forgotten about it, but then I didn't. There's a torch up there that you'd have to go out of your way to look for to know that it's there. That's one thing that this dungeon does. Like, it's not as bad in the original Ocarina of Time, of course, but Master Quest, it seems to be built around you need to kind of know shit in advance.
Okay.
It's knowing shit to the temple. Because there's a torch all the way up there that's outside of your field of vision, no matter how you look at it, and where the fuck do I have to aim at that from? This is gonna bother me. It doesn't look like you can make this jump, but you can. This is gonna bother me now. Where is... What do? Where shoot? How this? Can I use the dev team's favourite item, Din's Fire, in order to get it? And how can you jump that high, Link? That makes no sense. Where is it? It's up there. That doesn't seem like a good time. Can I walk on this? Well, not if I don't jump at it. I can't. Another thing that I was going to talk about just off the back of my Tess moments, that there seems to be more or less every year in Iceland's national final for Eurovision. No, not discount pizzas. There always seems to be a song called Augnablik, which means moment, like the German Augenblick. So I can walk up here, but now I don't have any magic, so fuck. This would have been the perfect place to use the thing, and I used it, and I was too far away, and I have no magic. Where do I shoot the thing? Because I know this is a thing that needs to be thung. Grammar is a thing that I am capable of. Over here somewhere, perhaps? Maybe? I don't know. As is tradition, I'm performing poorly when there's a guest involved, and how do I shoot you? They're all the way up there.
Performance pressure.
Performance pterodactyl by the sound of it. And now I'm just sort of caught in a loop of climbing up and falling down.
That is like a life, not aneurysm. What's the word? It could be one of those.
Analogy?
That's the one. Become with
A life aneurysm. Beautiful. Oh, is this Could that be? Can I? Yes! That was... How long did that take me? Like 5 minutes? And that's with me knowing that it's there. Imagine someone trying to do that puzzle not knowing that's what they're aiming for. And I don't like how long and thin this corridor is.
Excellent. That torch reminds me so much of the broken sword goat. It's one of those things that you just have to either know in advance, or it's designed for you to go onto like game FAQs. If you were back in like the early 2000s when I was a wee boy, and you had to go looking for walkthroughs and stuff, and it was just a text document. There wasn't even pictures or let's plays.
And I just hit a thing so hard that I fell off the platform backwards. And I think, technically, I could just go down there and fight the boss and be done with it, but there's still like half a dungeon that I've not even bothered with, because Master Quest, they're so good at designing that they cut an entire level in half because they wanted to make it harder. Beautiful.
Nice.
And another wall of fire in my face. My favourite flavour of ice cream is right up there next to existential void. Now I just have mental images of getting like a soft serve ice cream, and it's just, I don't know, the ice cream starts singing Do You Want to Build a Snowman, but in like a minor key. This makes no sense. My brain does things like this, and I cannot explain it.
I think that song needs to be sung in minor key, since he's essentially it's like a suicide song.
Well, that was slightly dark. Run face first into a wall of fire, and all I can offer is a slightly bemused,
Ouch. My singed hairs.
Oh no, my face is melting. What a minor inconvenience.
Scoop it up, carry on. Actually, minor segue, because that's all that I've managed to make you do. Oh, here we go. Is this the notes for I Can Build a Snowman? No, not really. But when I watched Frozen, the bitch that goes up into the castle, what a selfish little moose. I was not rooting for her to be anything other than Little Miss Queen Bitch. She was really annoying me.
I think that the best bit in all of it is, despite expectations, and that legitimately made me jump, because I was braced for something to happen in this corridor, and something did happen. I was trouser staked in this corridor.
Wasn't me.
I never actually saw Frozen. Like, I heard about it, and I heard bits and pieces about the story. I've seen the various, the jokes and the vines and whatever, but I don't actually know what it's about, so I don't know how it ends. So for all I know, I know something happens where Bitch Tits McFish ends up freezing her sister, and then everyone is sad, and that I don't remember how it ends. Well, I say I don't remember. I never actually found out and nearly walked face first into some fire again. And
You're
again.
loving that fire. You pyromaniac.
I'm sure there's a joke to be made somewhere about the temple having really good firewalls or something. No viruses to be had here.
Hashtag geek chick.
In itself, I suppose it could make some sort of reference to burning sensations and antivirus, and this temple does not have STDs, which is good. It's clean. You could go into the temple and not catch chlamydia or something.
Up pops the poltergeist lady. This house is clear.
This is a really easy fire base. Why am I failing at it so much? And how do I get back out? How do I get back out? Can I? Oh, there's another one of these. Now, I haven't uploaded the part where I formally announced this yet, but it has been humoured throughout the Forest Temple. I'm keeping a counter of all the times that I have to play the Song of Time, because that's what makes these blocks appear and disappear. And you play it like once or, well, okay, twice, maybe 3 times in the original game. But in Master Quest, you play it pretty much constantly because they just love having appearing and disappearing block puzzles. Genius design. You would have thought it... No, hang on. I was going to say something and it makes no sense. I was going to say, oh, maybe it was one of the maybe the Song of Time is one of the dev team's birthdays. Like, a song cannot be a birthday. What made me think that makes even slightly a fuck of sense? Because a fuck is a unit of measurement, don't you know? Almost as forgiving as the banana. The banana is also a unit of measurement.
That's almost making me now go onto Google to find out what song was #1 on my birthday.
Well, I think on the day that I was born, the year that I was born, I think it was that I've been told this, and I don't remember because I could have sworn this song was released in like 2010 or something. But that I don't remember who did it. That's So Tell Me What You Want, What You Really, Really Want. I wanna.
Oh, Spice Bitches. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was number 1 on my birthday, also I was told. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of that.
That means that you are significantly young, is all I'm going to say.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to say to that. Until August of this year, I have a friend who's exactly 3 times my age, almost to the day, so yay. I am a person who knows people. I don't know where to go with that.
Just don't get in the car and take candy.
Anyway, this is that mini-boss that I mentioned before, that this is the first time you fight it in the original version, but this isn't the original version because fuck the original version. Not fuck the original virgin. That's something else entirely. That sounds similar, but
is that
isn't
why
a thing.
you've got your certain hair and moustache? Because you literally did, and now there is Jesus.
Well, I wish I could say you were the first to compare me to Jesus, but I have amusement. And, oh, that's the significance of the hammer. We can just... It works the same way as the hookshot as far as disrobing the flare dancer goes. It's called a flare dancer.
Did you say disrobing?
Oh, yes. That's the whole point of this boss. It makes fire out of... It makes clothes out of fire, and then you get rid of the fire. And then it doesn't have a body because its body is made of fire, and now it is naked and dead. Well, it's not dead yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. But flare dancer does kind of sound like something that you'd pay for once in Morocco and then never tell anyone about.
Yes, and that could either be a shot or a move performed by the person that you hired in Morocco, or the kind of curry where it says, no, mate, Scoville scale, nothing. And then you just go, okay, and submit all of your sphincter to the curry.
Not just some of it, not even half of it, but the whole sphincter.
Yeah, the ring of fire.
Also, that just there was the most dickishly placed small key in this game. And... It's again, you'd have to know it's there. No, platform! It went without me. That feeling when you call the lift, and then it arrives, and it leaves before you get into it. So relatable. But yeah,
That's
a
life.
key just randomly sitting on the floor, under a lift that you activate by standing on top of. And he says that, and then nothing happens. It's...
That just says, that's cruel.
It's utterly devious. And this... Fortunately, that's a Master Quest exclusive. It's not like that in the original. And is this another one of those things where I can boop it in the face? It is! I booped it in the face and it gave me a fairy. That's some mental image, just... Okay.
Jotting?
Okay, this is something of a thing that's happening in my brain. Just some sort of absolutely fabulous pimp. You just, I don't know, walk up to him and then just reach out with one single finger and boop him on the nose. And, okay, well, you've got a prostitute for one evening. Have fun with that.
Pachinko! For anyone that was actually interested, number 1 on my birthday, I've now researched. Hello by Lionel Richie. Bloody hell.
Oh.
Hello! Was it Luke you're looking for?
And I believe that's an instance of people only really know it exists now because of all the comparisons made between it and the song of the same name by Adele.
Yes.
Oh, bugger. That switch didn't do what I thought it did.
No, it seemed to destroy lots.
I don't think I could do this now. I'm gonna have to come back for this later. I went through all that trouble just to get into this room, and the switch doesn't do what I think it does.
Game bug.
That's unless it's this switch that does the thing that I thought the other one would do. Yeah, there we go. Hookshot targets. Another thing that the dev team of Master Quest absolutely loves. They like hiding objects slightly out of bounds, and then you fuck.
Oh my god.
That was glorious.
That was far.
I'm completely disoriented now. I have to go all the way back there. Well, honestly, looking at the time, I should probably end the video and then resume when I'm up there. But that was definitely a thing that happened. Fire bad. Then I get. I avoid one fire and get hit by another. Metaphor for life.
Suicide link.
While I'm working my way back up there, with the easiest timing puzzle on the planet, I've been and will continue to be tessellating hexagons, and Simon is a Simon who Simons.
Ah.
And I will see people in the next episode because that makes me sound ominous. I will see you. The Tess will see you now, except not now, some other time.